2018 was a great year for action fans. I've seen a lot of great action films this year, even if there was no new John Wick movie. This year contained a slate of action stars you know, and some you don't. Here are the most badass action stars of 2018. Ever since she starred in Kingsman, Sofia Boutella is making a name for herself as an action star. Now, you might not have seen Hotel Artemis in theaters this past summer, but an action scene set in a hallway was one of the year's most memorable. Besides one move, which required a stunt double, the scene was all her. Watching Liam Neeson's transformation from award season favorite to action star has been so fun to watch. Ever since he uttered that famous threat in Taken,
"I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you."
He's become one of Hollywood's most reliable action stars. This past January, he faced off against an entire train of henchmen in The Commuter. The Rock, because, of course. Between Rampage and Skyscraper, The Rock had some mixed box office success this year, and yet the man can still make an action sequence work. One of the most memorable, despite being almost entirely CGI, was when he leaped from a crane into the window of a tall building in Skyscraper. Who'd have ever thought that kid from the Goonies would grow up into this? Josh Brolin played two big villains on screen this year. He was Thanos in Avengers Infinity War and Cable in Deadpool 2. Thanos is where he really got to shine. The character was made mostly through CGI, but his performance came through even while wearing that motion capture suit. So while this is what you saw on screen, this is what Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland were looking at on set. Josh Brolin is so good as Thanos that he almost makes you want to root for the bad guy. The Walking Dead's Danai Gurira was one of the biggest breakouts of Black Panther. To play Okoye, King T'Challa's most loyal general, she had to train extensively for a combat-heavy performance. One of the marks of a great action star is not just what weapons you use, but how you can turn anything around you into a weapon. In one of the movie's most memorable moments, she does exactly that using a wig. Ant-Man and the Wasp was overshadowed by two much bigger Marvel releases this year, but it deserves its moment in the sun. Now, we all love Paul Rudd. He's funny, he's charming, and he never ages. But Evangeline Lily was the true hero of the movie. She got a much more elevated role in this sequel, and she really got to show off her moves in a few high-stakes fight scenes. Lily is an alum of Lost, but we hope she gets a lot more action roles after this. The Marvel Cinematic Universe really fixed their ongoing villain problem this year. Michael B. Jordan played what I would argue is the best Marvel movie villain of all time. In Black Panther, he played Killmonger. Beyond just his fighting skills, it's a really great, complex character. Michael B. Jordan has had a really busy year. While on set of Black Panther, he was also training for his role in Creed 2. Inheriting the biggest boxing franchise of all time is not easy. Once you get a role like Black Panther, there's no turning back, no matter how many times your fans make you do the Wakanda Forever salute. As T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman is no ordinary king. This king can run, jump, fight, and even cling on to the back of cars. Tom Cruise. He might seem like the obvious choice, but this one goes without saying. Tom Cruise is always trying to top himself. In Ghost Protocol, he ran around the Burj Khalifa. In Rogue Nation, he held his breath underwater for 6 minutes. Now, he really outdid himself in Mission Impossible Fallout. In this movie, he rode a motorcycle through real traffic, jumped out of a real plane, jumped off a real building and then broke his ankle for real. The halo jump is really the most incredible stunt here. There was no green screen at all. Tom Cruise trained for months to get this right, and then he actually jumped out of a plane and landed somewhere in the desert outside Abu Dhabi. Tom Cruise is a once-in-a-lifetime performer. He'll do anything for his fans. If he had just jumped out of the plane and not given us that epic helicopter chase finale, that would have been enough for us. So there you have it, our list of the best action stars of 2018. Did we leave anybody off? Was anyone too high up or too low down on the list? Let us know in the comments.